I'm Bianca Natividad at the Aviva Center in Toronto, training ground for a young athlete who is now taking the tennis world by storm. In just a few short days, 18-year-old Bianca Andreescu has defeated some of the top names in the sport, including Venus Williams. Now she's in the finals of the ASB Classic. A win tonight would mean big praise from the coaches and the players here, but also a big boost to the teen's bank account.
Another magical night for Bianca Andreescu.
A stunning win against a legendary player. On Friday, Andreescu defeated Venus Williams.
Scarily impressive.
And today, another win, taking her to the final of the ASB Classic, considered a warm-up to the Australian Open. But these wins have not only earned high praise for the teen, who is currently ranked 152 in the world, it's paving the way for bigger earnings. Sports marketing expert Richard Powers says big corporations like Nike would have had their eye on the Mississauga native years ago. He compares the teen's rise to fame to that of another young Canadian tennis legend.
Take a look at the people that she knocked off, some of the top players in the world. That's exactly what Eugenie Bouchard did. So I think we can really take a look at Miss Bouchard's career and sort of model Bianca's on that. That's a very similar pathway. They're young, they're attractive, they're very athletic, and they have a competitive spirit that these companies look for.
Should she win tonight, Powers says it would be icing on the cake, putting her in a better position when negotiations for her next contract come up. As for just how much she could earn,
it'll really come through on, can she sustain this type of performance level? That's the first question. Or is this just a one-shot deal? I don't think it is. Looking at her playing ability, it looks like, she's been planning for this. Now she's breaking through. So certainly we're talking in the seven figures over time. That would not be unattainable.
Here at the Aviva Center, many of the young tennis players have been paying close attention to Andreescu's victories.
Seeing her training really hard, especially for these past years, means like anyone can train hard.
It makes me feel proud because she used to live here, and now she's a really good tennis player. There's a lot of people from Canada are traveling around the world and getting really good.
And that could be you someday.
I think so, maybe.
This is only the beginning. The spotlight will only get brighter for the 18-year-old if she continues down her winning path. A lot of pressure on one young woman.
They go through training for these types of things and, how to deal with the press, deal with some of the pressures. They would have a psychological coach along there with her. And if you've watched her interviews after the matches, she's been outstanding. So she's a very poised young woman, very well spoken. I think, she has great opportunities going forward, and let's really, get behind her and cheer her through this final round.
Now, if you're willing to stay up a little late tonight, Andreescu takes on Germany's Julia Gerges in the ASB final in New Zealand at 1:30 in the morning Eastern Time. In Toronto, Bianca Natividad, City News.